Soon, everyone. Welcome to Emnix Plays Path of Exile, Fall of Oriath. Whoa, what? Emnix, you already have 3.0? Like, are you special streamer, whatever? No, we just got into the beta access. If you buy a support pack, you will get a beta key and all that stuff. So I went, got my supporter pack, got my beta key, and now we're in the game. We're gonna create a new character. So I'm gonna delete this one. I tried it out, and they have like this new intro screen. It's really cool.
By the divine authority of the Templar, you are hereby exiled to the forsaken shores of Reichlast. You have transgressed against God and consorted with sin. Find your redemption, exile, or die in the attempt.
That's pretty sweet. So I'm gonna play a Scion character. Emnix Beta. No, the reason why I haven't been streaming in the last couple days is because I'm quite sick. So I'm not myself these days. But hopefully, we'll be okay. It's beta. Like I can't miss this opportunity. We have to play some beta. So the biggest changes, right away, you can kind of see the minimap. They kind of have this fog of war now. So that's pretty sweet. You can kind of see the edges. How you doing? Hey, Game Trader. How you doing, man? At the beginning is still the same. For those of you who've never really played Path of Exile and are just getting into it and sort of trying to figure out, oh, what's going on? Essentially, in Path of Exile, you are a person who's been exiled from the land of Oriath, and they drop you off in this area called Reichlast. So this new beta kind of, they added like 6 new acts, and essentially you can, once you finish Act 4, you're able to go back to Oriath and see how things have changed and all that stuff. So you start off in Reichlast, you go to Oriath, and then you come back to Reichlast after a couple acts. That's what I believe happens. I haven't done too much reading into it, but that's all I know so far. Now I'm gonna play as if, this beta is the one time where I'm gonna play as if, like I'm a complete noob, and I'm just gonna go through everything, go relatively slowly. And that way we can, not only sort of explain the game to new players, but we can kind of experience this entire new patch in a way where we can do a little bit of exploring, we can do a little bit of testing. So that'd be kind of nice. So if you guys have anything, passive tree changes that you might want to look at, that you may want me to take a look at, feel free to shout it out, and I'll go check it out and see if if maybe anything changed. From what I know, the passive tree hasn't changed that much. A couple of the poison / bleed nodes have been changed, but that's about it. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Like I'm looking at the tree. Apparently, like down here. Check out if you have a spare beta key. Unfortunately, I don't. But you can dish out, the $30 or whatever it is. I actually spent the 60. 30 techniques got changed. So now it has more bleed duration. I think that's what it was. I'm not sure. But yeah, so in this game, you have weapons and you have skill gems. So these skill gems go into the slots. And typically, in something like Grim Dawn in Diablo, when you put the gem in a slot, you get increased stats. In this game, you actually get a whole new skill. Too cheap? It's alright, Aiden. Like this, it happens. But, the actual full release is only a month out, so you're not missing out on too much. And hopefully you'll enjoy the game vicariously through this stream. And then once you equip, we get a new skill. So we got Spectral Throw, and Spectral Throw allows us to throw a spectral copy of our melee weapon, flies out, then returns to you, and it kind of hits anything along the way. Kind of reminds me of like the javelin throws from Diablo 3's Amazon. It's pretty sweet. Down here we have 5 different flasks slots. Currently we have 2 life flasks and 1 mana flask. The interesting about flasks in this game is that a lot of games sort of force you to buy like a crap load of potions, and that's how they manage flasks. GGG's really changed that over, with their ideas, where instead you have these 5 flasks and you don't have to buy more, and each time you use it, it uses up, what was it, 7 out of 21 charges, and currently has 21 charges. As you kill more monsters, you gain charges. So it's kind of like, if you want to use your potions, you should try and kill more things. And it's partly the reason why clear speed meta exists, because the more you kill, the more flask charges you get and all that stuff. So once we get into town, we should try and talk to all of the NPCs, and we're gonna try and sell all this stuff as well. We probably do not need it. Game Trader says, why did you start as Scion? So people said Scion is trash, but they made some ascendancy changes to it, so I kind of want to try out those. Probably the biggest reason. The other reasons is, I don't think I've ever done a Scion playthrough, so why the heck not, right? I think I want to play an Archer build. So the nice thing about a Scion is, it's sort of the jack of all trades. The Scion character is actually only unlocked once you get to Act 3. So if you can beat Act 3 normal, then you unlock the Scion, and that's the only time when you can play it. Simply because she's more of a, like, all of these guys, I would say they're specialists. All the like classes out here, but the Scion, she can kind of do everything. Which also means that you can screw up more. So I think that's why Scion isn't available early on. So let's just pick up a bow for ourselves. And then we'll go for a split arrow and try for a Scion bow build. Is it going to be good? I don't know. We're going to have to see. But I've made my decision, and we're just going to have to live with it. Okay, so we've gained a skill point, because we leveled up, obviously. So now we can pick one of the skills. Let me just kind of walk to the corner so I don't get killed. Now, you guys have already seen the passive tree. Now, for those of you on stream, like, just bear in mind that I'm trying to be as noob friendly as possible. Just because I'm assuming that, once we release this video, there will be some people who watch who are, kind of new to the game. So I already kind of showed this passive tree, and you can see that there is a lot of stuff on this tree. So essentially there are 7 classes in this game. There's the Marauder, who starts over here. There's the Templar, who starts over here. There's the Witch, who starts here. The Shadow, who starts here. The Ranger, who starts here. The Duelist, who starts here. And then the Scion, which is what I am, who starts right in the middle. Can you please not disturb me while I'm trying to... So as you can see, you can kind of go from one side of the tree onto another character's tree. Like if I were the Templar, I can kind of walk along this way and sort of end up where the Scion is. So you can kind of play across different classes. And the only real difference is that, their starting node would be a little different. But they also have secondary classes, and those ascendancies make a big difference as well. So Scion, in this case, like I said, jack of all trades. She can get melee damage, she can get magic damage, she can get projectile damage, she can do a lot of things. Whereas, Templars, you can, starting off nodes, there's a lot of elemental. Marauder, there's a lot of armor, there's a lot of melee, there's a lot of life. Just, what the hell? But for us, since we decided to go for bow Scion, let me just start off and get projectile damage. So it is quite intimidating. When you make your first build, I suggest, maybe looking up a guide or something like that. But, there's a lot of... Oh, what the fuck is this? Yo, there's a new major keystone. Perfect Agony. Modifiers to critical strike multiplier also apply to damage multiplier for ailments from critical strikes at 75% of their value. 25% less damage from hits. Oh, so crits affect your bleed and poison with this keystone. Interesting. It's so close to this area. Did the keystones change at all? Crit for dot. Yeah, that's interesting. Emnix, what do you think of the new map Field of Vision, or Fog of War? Sorry. Since been slightly lost. I like this new map. I do too. I think this new HUD The new passive is really cool. So yeah, if you're a new character, if you're a new person playing this game, I suggest taking a look at these major keystones. And by major keystones, I mean like the ones with these big, standalone circles. And these nodes are really game changing. For example, over here, your maximum life becomes 1 and you become immune to chaos damage. And you rely on your energy shield for defense. Or maybe all the way down here, where you have no mana, but you spend life instead of mana for skills. Oh, look at the water. They have all these new water effects. This is looking good. I'm pretty happy. So let's, enough explaining. Let's do a little bit of gameplay. So yeah, everyone's talking about the Fog of War. As you can see on the map, it kind of reveals where you walk. And that was like one of the big complaints in the last couple, I would say in the last year or two, where people are like, oh, like I don't know where the edge of the map is, and if there was a Fog of War, I can kind of see what's been revealed and what's not, and where I can go, and all that stuff, right? Like over here, that's the edge of the Fog of War. That means like in those areas, I should be trying to walk there because I've never explored it. That's the gist of it. So at the start of the game, it's just about, getting through these areas, killing some things if you're unfamiliar with the monsters, getting a couple levels, getting some EXP, and then just skilling up. Now, if you've never played an action RPG, this might be a little confusing. So in any sort of ARPG, I would say, you have it's like a loot pinata, essentially. A lot of items drop, and they have different rarities, and they have different, like all RPGs, they have different stats. The thing that's kind of unique in an ARPG is the fact that items are randomly generated, so the stats are randomly generated too. Whereas, say you play an MMORPG of some sort, like World of Warcraft or whatever, the item would always have, 20 to 30 damage, right? The tier 2 item is always 20 to 30 damage because it's balanced. Whereas in an action RPG, it is very far from balanced. You can roll these items from, white items to blue items, which are magic items, from white items to yellow items, which are rare items, or you can get, legendary/unique items. So you didn't say what build you were doing. I am doing a tornado shot bleed build. I haven't really thought about it, to be honest, but that's where I'm currently at. Tornado shot bleed build or kinetic blast bleed build. Sorry, my nose is like super stuffy. I'm sorry, I'm sick. I need to mute my mic for a second so I can blow my nose. One second. Oh, so much better. So, it's part of the reason why I haven't been streaming in the last few days. I've just been horribly sick. I'm getting better, of course, but, there's still some time. Yeah, so either a tornado shot with a slight focus on bleed, or kinetic blast with slight focus on bleed. And I kind of want to use the Trickster Ascendancy in combination with something. For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. This game requires quite a bit of theory crafting, which is why I typically recommend, if it's your first time playing, maybe just follow a guide or something like that. It'll help you a lot. This looks slightly different. It looks nicer. Honestly, everything looks nicer, which is I'm pretty happy. So this area is our first quest area. You might want to level up a little bit before actually coming here. So we're currently level 3. This zone is level 3, but that's okay. I think I'll be able to handle it. And the idea is there's a boss here named Hillrake. When you kill her, she'll give you a medicine chest. You return it back to town, and it'll give you, a range of potions as a reward. And the potion that we're really interested in is the Quicksilver Flask, which essentially increases your move speed. Now, move speed is really important in this game, which is why, you know, early on, move speed and HP is just really, really important. This water Kragasm, yo, I'm actually enjoying this so much right now. This feels like a whole new game. Like, I can't describe just how amazed I am so far. I'm very impressed. Like, obviously GGG has put in a lot of work, but this is nice. Okay. So let's keep going. Hailrig must be around here. Now we're going extremely slowly. I won't deny it. I'm actually questioning why I went so slow. But let's kill this boss, and then we'll try to optimize, you know, our level 1 to 10 build a little bit. Okay, so we got the medicine chest. We'll pick up all the items. And the idea is, once I do this, instead of teleporting home, I'm going to exit to character selection. And I'm going to log back in. And this is going to give me a free TP. So if you're racing, this is actually a great thing to do. So like I said, you talk to Nessa, you turn in the medicine chest, and you get the Quicksilver Flask. Oh, let's put it here. And then we do this. Do I want a second mana flask? I guess why not? And then let's sell some of this stuff. So we want to sell all of this. I want to keep that. And sell this. So we do that. There's a portal scroll. There's some orbs. Wool shoes. I was hoping for move speed shoes. Would you happen to have any? No. That's okay. So we'll sell these shoes then. As well as this life flask. Now I kind of want to keep this belt just because I want to use it later. And let's keep moving. Oh wait, no. I said I would try and optimize a little, right? So by optimizing, you can actually go to Nessa and buy a bunch of skill gems on the second tab over here. So I'm gonna look and see if there's anything I want. I think it's gonna be Burning Arrow, if I had to guess. Probably. Ice Shot is pretty good too, but I prefer Split. Okay, so let's go Burning, Split Arrow. Those are our two skills. Burning Arrow is our single target. Split Arrow is our AoE. There we go. So now every time I press the number 3 button, I get to use my Quicksilver Flask, which gives me, what is that, 40% increased movement speed for like 4 or 5 seconds. Hello Emnix, still downloading on my side. Hope you're enjoying yourself. It's been pretty cool so far. No, thanks for coming, Christoph. Honestly, the UI changes have been really nice. Overall, just aesthetically, it looks nice. I'm enjoying it. Okay, so what we want to do in the mud flats is we want to collect all of the glyphs, like it says over here. Explore the mud flats and collect the glyphs. So the glyphs are sort of in these Roa nests, and there are 3 Roa nests in total. This area looks pretty different too, especially on the minimap. I'm sure you told the viewers already, but can you quickly tell me what build you're going for? I'm still undecided between Kinetic Blast or Tornado Shot, but now currently I'm just gonna pretend I'm playing a generic projectile character, and then I don't know, go based on that. Probably it's just gonna be a Tornado Shot Scion. Simply due to the fact that that's what I'm planning on building in the actual release. Kinetic Blast is really cool. Yeah, I really want to do Kinetic Blast as well. The problem is Kinetic Blast might be a little expensive, especially on beta. That's the only part I'm worried about. I got myself a Diamond Shrine, which means my hit always crit. So this is actually a really good chance to sort of farm up a couple levels. Not that I really need to, but you know, when the situation arises, why the heck not, right? Now, we do have the option of doing the dirty job quest, but I'm going to choose to ignore it since it's, you know, sort of a optional quest, and we have better things to do, really. You get a couple refund points, but that's about it, so I'm not too interested. Kinetic Blast is really cool. The more you spend, the better it gets. That's basically how I sort of look at it as well. I'm just worried that in beta we won't be able to get too many items. Like, how many people really will be playing the beta, you know? And honestly, PoE is such a item-dependent game. If you can't spend your money, like, you're kind of screwed. So I kind of want to turn off quest tracking. Yeah, let's get rid of that. So let's talk to... Even the towns changed a little bit. They said that the people look better now. Tarkley looks pretty cool. Decoy totem? Sure. And then Nessa looks different too, right? This is a new Nessa? Why is she covering her face though? I kind of stole her voice. You know, if you follow the channel, that's sort of the voice that you hear when it happens. Alright, so we unlocked the second tier of skills. I'm looking for Fire Trap. So up here. Oh, there's no Fire Trap? Oh man. Okay, well, I don't think I'm interested in anything else. So let's just equip the decoy, sell all the stuff, and then we'll go on our merry way. Can't even identify that much. I guess I'll identify the scale vest. Some life, that's okay. There we go. Hello. Just changed my internet connection for the better. $7 more per month. Nice, Christoph. I can't stand slow internet. In part because, like, you know, I'm trying to stream, but just having slow internet bothers me so much. It was like sort of an excuse for me to upgrade, you know? When I started streaming, it's like, well, you know, I stream, so, you know, you need a fast internet connection for that. But really, it didn't matter. I just wanted fast internet. It's not even that fast. I currently have like a 100 megabyte download. 100 up. It's okay. Canadian ISPs are a racket. I completely agree with you, John. I completely agree. So in Submerged Passage, we might want to take some time and farm a little more. The monsters here are, for the most part, pretty easy to kill. And they give decent EXP as well. The crustaceans, not so much, but those cursed spawn, they're actually really good to kill. So they sort of follow you around, you can run back and sort of kite them out. Get decent EXP from it. Man, can you stop hitting me? The problem with Canadian ISPs is they just have such a hold on the market that even if someone wanted to enter, it's like so hard for them to do. It's just not. It's not fair, man. It really isn't. I mean, I know that's the basics of economy, but like they got their economy of scale, right? They're already so established that getting all the fiber, getting all the network stuff set up, it just they don't need to worry about that anymore. A new company, they would need to provide internet everywhere, and like they don't have the funding to do that. They have there are all these new fiber to the, or all these new companies which kind of brings fibers to apartment buildings. It's one of the reasons why I kind of want to move into an apartment building, or I want to stay in an apartment building, where they can give you like really nice fiber speeds at good prices. But the problem is they need to install them individually to each home, which is a little insane as well. We should try and do our passive point quest. We leveled up. Let's take Sentinel. So yeah, I've been sick for the last 3-4 days, and I still am, to be honest. Like, my nose is constantly plugged. It's just so stuffy right now, it's hard to talk. So I think we're just gonna have a very short stream today. I kind of wanted to play the beta a little bit, just kind of show it off, and hopefully once we get better we can play it just a little bit more. But yeah, this is basically how we're gonna be spending the next month. And then I'll be releasing YouTube episodes for our Legacy League stuff. I'm still at level 88, but we're not far off from level 90, and that's really all I'm missing for my 24 challenges. So that's gonna get done. It's just gonna take a bit. But during the streams, we're probably just gonna play exclusively on the beta. All right, let's keep going. Early on, though, Split Arrow just doesn't have that nice coverage. Maybe I do want to switch over to Ice Shot. Oh, I don't know. Three and a half companies in Quebec City: Rogers, Bell, Kojiko. I would think that out of all of those, Kojiko is probably the best one. I think I've had like a good experience with them. Rogers and Bell, though, I hate Bell the most. Rogers, I can like kind of put up with them. But yeah, man, my nose is so stuffed up. I can't do this. Oh my god, we do so little damage though. This is a problem. Can I maybe go buy a short bow? Everyone hates Bell. It's true. Alright, so we are gonna go... Life wheel? I haven't really thought about it. Move speed? And take evasion? Move speed would be nice, but I don't actually want to take this stuff. Maybe I'll take it until here. And then we'll take the attack speed out this way. Why would I want to go out this way? I want the AoE stuff. No, I don't. Do I? Say I play Kinetic Blast, then I do want AoE stuff. Okay. Let's go past this life wheel. Let's go this way. Man, I really haven't thought about this build. Alright, anyways, let's take the TP back. Well, at least try and play, 40, 50 minutes and call it an episode. Submerged Passage. Alright, let's go. Let's go, boys. Oh, man, I don't have Flame Dash or Blink Arrow. I don't have a movement skill. This kind of sucks. Just go this way. Over here. I really want to play a hemophilia build. That's why I'm thinking about bleed. But the thing is, a hemophilia build isn't necessarily a bleed build, right? A hemophilia build is just like a bunch of gems or a bunch of jewels. Shrapnel until barrage for bosses or puncture. Shrapnel shot? Really? I never really liked shrapnel. In this situation, shrapnel would be great. Elrion's here. I should try and do this. For bosses. Okay. Oh, there's a short bow. That's actually really good. Do I have enough dex for it? I need 26 dex. Are you serious? Alright, let's just get through this area. And then we can move on. I actually can't wait to upgrade to that short bow, actually. Like right now, and that's the thing with Path of Exile early on. It just starts off very slowly, and then eventually you just become like this OP character, right? So I would say, like, if you're playing at this point, or if you're watching at this point, and you're like, man, like nothing's happening. This is kind of boring. Just wait. It does get better. I promise. So in the ledge, this is actually a really good farming area early on. If you require, you know, the EXP. I can't stand it anymore. I actually cannot. I'm gonna go find myself a proper AoE clearing skill because this is just no. No, I'm okay. Not okay with this. Let's take, like, I don't know, anything's better. Ice shot or shrapnel. So shrapnel always pierces. I really don't like this skill. Let's just take ice shot. Over split arrow. And then we're going to try and upgrade this bow. So let's use a orb of transmutation on it. 14%. One of the reasons why many first-time players leave the game, they think it is slow. It's true. Like, there's a bit of a build-up to this game. You know, I won't deny it. You gotta find the right skills to level with, and honestly, a lot of the fun is getting to the late game or even the mid game and sort of figuring out your character. So early on, you know, going through this stuff, a lot of people are like, man, this is boring, right? And I admit, you know, the first couple levels, it doesn't capture your attention, unlike a lot of other games. I don't know how they would, though. Like, the whole point, the early game is sort of balanced in the sense where it's like you're kind of learning about the game, so everything's slow, you know, nothing's killing you, and it's only after that things get a little dicey, or really dicey, to be honest. Like, things get crazy. But okay, so let's switch over to the short bow. At least I won't want to kill myself after switching over. Like, this new bow should make me feel, oh, that's better. Attack speed is a big thing in this game. Attack speed and move speed. Once you have, like, enough of that, the game just feels, like, much smoother, really. You can already kind of feel it. Just having a little bit more attack speed. It makes a big difference. Like, if you look at the crude bow, it has 1.4 attacks per second. This one has 1.5. Just 10%. It's just 10%, but you can feel it. You know, and being able to one-shot things makes a difference too, I think. Have you tried Exiled Everywhere? It was so tough. I didn't get to race. I haven't done any races so far. I've been so busy. It's kind of unfortunate. There's a caustic arrow. I really like this skill. Let me drop a caustic arrow. And I'll put it here. No. That's fine. So Caustic Arrow, what it does is when you shoot the arrow, it releases like a poison cloud. And it's really great because you can sort of run, release the cloud, and then just keep moving. It's actually like a really nice way to... I don't think people do it anymore for racing, but it was a really nice way to level while racing because you can sort of move while fighting. Drop the arrow and keep moving, drop the arrow and keep moving. But these days, I don't know if anyone still does it, but I still really like the skill. And the AoE is it's like really nice. You get them to follow you and slowly everything just dies. And with this, we're gonna probably level up a lot faster. So that's pretty exciting as well. Now the blue packs, they're always a problem. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop a decoy totem, taunt them up. There we go. So we're probably gonna go until we get to the prison area, and then we're gonna call it an episode. I'm feeling really sick, man. I'm sorry, but the stream cannot go on for that much longer. I'm just really gross right now. But hopefully tomorrow or the day after, it'll be better. Now, unfortunately, for the release of 3.0, I don't think I'll be around for it. Like, I'm gonna be on vacation. Not too sure when they decided on the release, but I'm gonna be on vacation from like July 11th to end of the July or end of the month. So summer gets you. I don't know what happened, man. I just got this random ass cold and now I'm just all stuffed up. Alright, Kudoku. You'll never get this. Oh, man. Am I going somewhere specific? I am going to Hawaii. Gonna be going on a 2-week vacation to Hawaii. Pretty excited, to be honest. So the idea is I'm gonna be going on 2 different islands. Most of it is already planned. What the fuck is that? What? There's a wheel just rolling around. What? It's like he just kind of fell off a car, like a horse. What? Like a cartwheel? What? They did not mention this in the patch notes. What is this? This is so cool. For those of you unaware, this is like a new mob that was released in this beta. This is the first time I've seen it. That's nice. That's sweet. All right, let's keep going. Ooh, a coral ring. That's actually really good. Some more HP would be nice. That's some Dark Souls shit right there. I like how all of you said that. I've never played Dark Souls, okay? So clearly they took some inspiration. I mean, GGG takes some inspirations from a lot of games, right? That was cool. What is this? But it doesn't seem very strong. Actually, it has a charge attack. I guess it's kind of like a Roa. That was like a mini shield slam. I don't know how it attacks. I don't know. I should play Dark Souls. You don't want to see me playing Dark Souls. Like, I wouldn't be able to stand it. If there's one thing I have little of, it's patience in a game, basically. I don't have patience in a game, and it's too hard for me. It's true. It's too hard. I can't see myself taking the effort to learn all the attack patterns and just dodging furiously. Like, I can't do it. I just want to hit stuff, which is why I'm in this game essentially. But then I played this game and I'm like, I just want to tank up. I don't know what I want, man. Oh my god. Sorry. I laughed and I blew my lungs out. Really good for blind Let's Play. Huh. You know, I'll think about it. I have had so many people just go, Emnix, you should just play some Dark Souls. Like, just do it. And I'm like, man, I don't know. Like, I've been on the fence for it for a long time now, but I don't know if I'll ever bite the bullet. It's just, I know myself enough to know that it's not my style, you know? I'm more of like a RPG, take it slow kind of guy. Just work your way through the game. That's what I'm all about. I really like these move speed nodes. I know they're not optimal, but maybe I shouldn't take them. What should I take? Let's take these. It could help your channel? Yeah, maybe. Just got here also. I don't know if you said it or not, but what build are you going for? I am going for either a Tornado Shot Scion or a Kinetic Blast Scion. I'm leaning towards Tornado Shot in the beta and Kinetic Blast in the release, but I kind of just want to see if the leveling process is smooth or not. The reason why I'm changing between Tornado Shot and Kinetic Blast is because I know you kind of need a little bit of currency to make Wanders work, and I'm not sure if we're going to get too much in the beta. So that's the gist of it. The hell's, oh yeah, this guy. So we gotta kill the Fawn. Release Navali. She becomes, you know, an NPC in our town, and everything's good. She even has a little monkey. Isn't that cool?
Thank you for freeing me. The Mother of Death likes to play these little tricks on me to remind me of my place. But she also sent you.
Okay, so basically what'll happen is Navali's gonna go to town, and every time you give her one of these silver coins, she'll give you a prophecy, and you can use those prophecies for cool rewards. Oh my god, it's a fucking wheel party. That is so cool. Look at all these wheels. This is so weird. My girlfriend has like a really weird fear of windmills, and I'm looking at these things and I'm like, man, she would probably be freaked out if she saw these things. Like, this is weird.
From Oriath to Exile, one prison to another.
Alright. So we got the waypoint. Next up is the prison. Time to fight the warden. But we're probably not going to do that until the next episode. Let's seek a prophecy though. You will slay a foe who drops 4 identical rare items. So you get stuff like this. If you press H, you can see your prophecies. And she took our silver coin, and we got a prophecy. Elrion is the person who we did a mission for, and he shows up in town as well. I got a book of skill, so that gives me an extra skill point. Let's take some HP. I gotta think about how I want to build this character. Really didn't think about it. And we also got a support gem, which we can use next episode. But that's it for today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, you can leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more updates in the future. Otherwise, keep in touch, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Soon.